God says, someone is about to bring an unexpected blessing into your life, and you must not ignore this moment. Do not treat this lightly. Something meaningful is being set in motion even now. If you close your heart to it, you may miss what I have prepared, so listen carefully and stay with me. Do not scroll away from these words, because what I am about to unfold is not random or empty. I am speaking about a divine appointment that has been building quietly behind the scenes of your life. Within a short time, you will see a shift that confirms I have been working for you all along. If you believe that I am able to do what seems impossible, write Amen in the comments as a sign of your agreement with me. This is not about fear, but about readiness, because I want your heart open and your spirit alert to what is coming. The surprise I am speaking of is not an accident or coincidence. It is something I have allowed to grow through prayers you prayed months ago and tears you thought I did not see. I have watched every silent battle and every lonely night, and I have not ignored a single one. Someone will step into your path with words, an opportunity, or a gesture that will carry my fingerprint on it. That is why I am asking you to remain present and not dismiss what happens next as ordinary. Before I go deeper, take a moment to press the like button as an act of faith that you are ready to receive what I am preparing. This simple action is not about numbers, but about your decision to stand openly with me. When you choose to respond in faith, you align your heart with my movement. I am not trying to frighten you into listening, I am inviting you into awareness. The blessing approaching you is connected to trust, and I need you attentive. What is about to unfold will feel sudden, but it has been carefully arranged. You have felt delays, disappointments, and closed doors, and you wondered if I had forgotten your name. I did not forget you, and I did not overlook your sacrifices. I allowed certain doors to remain shut so that the right one could open at the appointed time. The person who brings this surprise will not even realize how deeply they are being used to answer your long-standing prayers. I want you to understand that surprises from me are not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes they arrive through a phone call, a message, an unexpected offer, or a quiet confession from someone who once doubted you. You may be tempted to minimize it or brush it aside, but I am warning you gently not to do that. Pay attention to what is said and how it unfolds. There is confirmation hidden inside it that will strengthen your faith. You have been standing in a season of waiting, and waiting has tested your patience and confidence. There were moments when you questioned whether you were truly chosen or simply overlooked. I'm telling you now that you are neither forgotten nor second in my plan. I have been positioning people, conversations, and circumstances in ways you could not see. This coming surprise is one piece of a much larger restoration I am building around you. The enemy tried to convince you that nothing would change and that hope was foolish. That voice grew louder during your quietest hours. But I am louder than every doubt, and my plans are stronger than every delay. What is coming will interrupt that negative narrative and replace it with visible evidence of my care. You will realize that even when you felt alone, I was actively arranging your breakthrough. This blessing is not just about material gain, though it may include provision. It is about validation, healing, and a reminder that you are seen. I know how deeply you desire reassurance that your obedience has not been wasted. I know how much you long to feel valued and recognized. I am allowing this surprise to touch that tender place in your heart and restore confidence where fear once settled. When it happens, resist the urge to question whether you deserve it. You have walked through storms that could have broken you, yet you remained standing. I have watched your quiet endurance and your refusal to give up. That is why I am honoring your perseverance with something tangible and unexpected. It will not solve every problem instantly, but it will mark the beginning of visible change. There is someone whose heart I have been stirring. They may not understand fully why they feel compelled to reach out to you, but I understand. I am guiding their steps because your lives are meant to intersect at this time. What they bring may look small at first glance, but its impact will grow beyond what you imagine. You must receive it with gratitude rather than suspicion. I also need you to prepare your heart to respond wisely. Do not let pride or fear close you off when the moment arrives. Stay humble and open, and allow me to lead your reaction. If you trust that I am orchestrating even the smallest details of your life, write 777 inches the comments as a declaration of your faith. This is not about superstition, but about bold agreement with my promise. You have endured seasons where encouragement was scarce and support felt distant. There were days when you wondered if your efforts mattered or if your prayers had reached me. I heard every word and stored every tear, and none of it was wasted. The surprise that is forming will carry confirmation that I have been listening all along. It will speak directly to the doubts that tried to take root in your mind. Do not allow weariness to blind you to what is unfolding. Fatigue can make blessings look ordinary, and disappointment can cause you to overlook open doors. I am asking you to stay alert in spirit and calm in heart. When the person steps forward or the opportunity presents itself, pause and listen instead of reacting quickly. There will be a quiet sense of peace that tells you, this is from me. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I know that trust has not been easy for you. Past hurts have made you cautious, and broken promises have made you guarded. Yet I am not like those who failed you, and my intentions are pure. The surprise I am sending is not meant to trap you or confuse you. It is meant to restore confidence and remind you that goodness still exists in your story. Someone has been thinking about you more than you realize. I have placed your name on their heart in moments when they least expected it. They may have resisted at first, unsure why they felt drawn to reach out. But I have been persistent, gently guiding their thoughts back to you. This connection is not forced. It is aligned with my design for this season. When this interaction happens, do not shrink back in disbelief. Receive it with gratitude and steady faith. If you believe that I am aligning people for your good, write 1111 in the comments as a simple act of agreement. Let that response be a quiet declaration that you trust my orchestration. I am building something that will strengthen your foundation, not shake it. This surprise may come in the form of an apology you never expected. It may arrive as an offer that opens new space in your life. It may even be a conversation that clears confusion that has lingered for too long. However it appears, it will carry clarity where there was once uncertainty. You will sense that a chapter is shifting. I have watched how you handled rejection without losing your kindness. I saw how you continued to give even when you felt empty. That kind of endurance does not go unnoticed in my sight. I am honoring that quiet faithfulness by allowing something encouraging to meet you at the right time. This is not about rewarding perfection, but about affirming perseverance. There were moments when you almost gave up on expecting good things. You told yourself to lower your hopes so that disappointment would not hurt as much. Yet deep inside, a small flame of belief kept burning. I protected that flame even when you felt too tired to guard it. Now I am breathing gently on it so it can grow brighter. As the surprise unfolds, remember that it is part of a larger plan. Do not cling only to the immediate excitement, but look for the deeper meaning behind it. I am using this moment to prepare you for greater responsibility and wider influence. Small confirmations often lead to larger assignments. Stay humble and attentive as you step forward. The enemy tried to convince you that isolation was your destiny. He whispered that you would always have to struggle alone. But I am proving that you are supported and remembered. The person who reaches out, or the door that opens, is evidence that you are not forgotten. I am surrounding you with reminders of my care. You may notice that your perspective begins to change after this encounter. Where you once saw limitation, you will begin to see possibility. Where you once felt overlooked, you will feel acknowledged. I am shifting not only your circumstances but also your mindset. This transformation inside you is just as important as the external blessing. Guard your heart from overthinking when the moment arrives. Doubt may try to analyze every detail and question every motive. Instead, lean into the peace that I place within you. Comment 1010 to declare your faith. Let that act symbolize your decision to stand confidently in what I am doing. I am not rushing you into anything harmful or unstable. I am guiding you into alignment with what has already been prepared. This surprise is not meant to overwhelm you, but to steady you. It is a signpost on the road you have been walking, confirming that you are moving in the right direction. I want you to breathe deeply and receive it without fear. I have been weaving together details that seemed unrelated, yet they are forming a clear picture now. You are stepping into a moment that will confirm you were never wandering without direction. You have carried silent questions in your heart about whether your sacrifices truly mattered. There were times you obeyed me, even when no one applauded you or stood beside you. That obedience created a foundation stronger than you realize. I am now allowing visible encouragement to rise from that unseen faithfulness. What approaches you is not luck, but the fruit of endurance. The person involved in this unfolding has their own journey, their own battles, and their own uncertainties. Yet I have been guiding them gently, even when they did not recognize my voice. I can stir hearts without force and lead people without pressure. What seems spontaneous to you is actually the result of quiet preparation on both sides. When your paths intersect in this new way, you will sense alignment rather than confusion. Do not underestimate small beginnings when this surprise appears. I often begin with something that looks simple so that faith can grow naturally. If I gave you everything at once, it might overwhelm you or distract you. Instead, I reveal my goodness step by step. This moment is one of those steps, and it carries more weight than it first appears. You have been asking for clarity about your next season. You wanted reassurance that you were not investing your time and energy in the wrong direction. I am answering that desire through confirmation rather than loud announcements. The surprise will speak to your heart in a way that feels steady and clear. It will remove a layer of uncertainty that has been weighing on you. When it happens, resist the urge to compare it to someone else's story. I am not repeating another person's journey in your life. I am writing something unique that fits your calling and your capacity. What I give you is tailored to who you are becoming. Comparison would only blur the beauty of what is meant specifically for you. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You may notice that your confidence begins to rise quietly after this encounter. It will not be pride, but assurance. I am strengthening your inner voice so that it aligns more closely with mine. Where you once hesitated, you will begin to step forward more calmly. That shift inside you is part of the surprise itself. There have been doors that closed painfully in your past. You questioned whether those endings meant failure or rejection from me. I allowed some of those doors to close because they were not aligned with your future. What I am opening now carries a different tone and a different depth. It will not feel forced, and it will not demand you become someone you are not. Trust that I am protecting you even in the excitement of this change. Not every opportunity is from me, but this one carries my peace. If you trust that I am guarding your path while blessing it, write 555 inches the comments as a quiet declaration of confidence. Let that response reflect your willingness to move forward without fear. I am leading you with intention, not impulse. The surprise may also expose areas where you need healing. When goodness touches an old wound, it can reveal where pain once hid. Do not be alarmed if emotions rise to the surface. I am not reopening wounds to harm you, but to finish healing what was incomplete. This process is part of your growth, not a setback. I am reminding you that you are not defined by past disappointments. The new chapter unfolding will not mirror old patterns. You have matured, and your discernment has sharpened. That is why this season feels different from the ones before it. You are stepping into it with greater awareness and strength. The enemy tried to convince you that every good thing would eventually slip away. He used your history to predict your future. But I am rewriting that expectation. This surprise is not designed to tease you and disappear. It is meant to anchor you more firmly in hope and direction. As the interaction develops, stay attentive to my quiet guidance. You may feel a gentle nudge to respond in a certain way or to take a specific step. Do not ignore those impressions. I speak softly because I respect your freedom, but my guidance is steady. Following it will keep you aligned with the blessing rather than drifting from it. You have grown stronger than you think. The struggles you survived built resilience that now supports you. That strength will help you handle this new opportunity wisely. I am not giving you something beyond your capacity. I am giving you something that matches the growth you have already achieved. There is also a lesson in gratitude here. When you receive the surprise, pause to thank me sincerely. Gratitude keeps your heart open and prevents entitlement from taking root. Comment 1212 to declare your trust. Let that act symbolize your awareness that every good gift flows from my hand. In the days that follow, you will begin to see connections you could not see before. Conversations will make more sense, and past delays will appear purposeful. I am revealing pieces of a larger picture gradually so that you can appreciate the journey. What once felt scattered will begin to look intentional. You are not standing at the edge of chaos, but at the entrance of clarity. Remember that this is only one part of a broader transformation. I am not finished shaping your path. The surprise is a signpost, not the final destination. It points you toward deeper trust and greater courage. Walk forward, knowing that I am still guiding every step. You are entering a stretch of time where awareness will matter more than speed. I am not asking you to rush, but to notice. The surprise unfolding is not only about what someone brings to you, but about what it awakens inside you. I am using this moment to reveal parts of yourself that have been hidden under doubt. What begins as an external blessing will spark an internal shift that changes how you see your future. For a long time, you questioned your value when others overlooked you. You tried to stay confident, but their silence weighed heavily on your heart. I saw the effort it took for you to keep believing in your purpose. Now I am allowing someone to recognize what others ignored. That recognition will not inflate you, but it will stabilize you. When this person steps forward, or this opportunity presents itself, listen carefully to what is spoken. Sometimes the words themselves carry healing beyond the action. I may use their voice to confirm something I have already whispered to you in private moments. This alignment between what you sensed and what you hear will strengthen your faith. It will remind you that you are not imagining my guidance. You may feel a mixture of excitement and hesitation at first. That is natural when something good interrupts a long season of uncertainty. Do not let hesitation take control of your response. Breathe deeply and allow peace to settle before you decide your next step. My peace will act as a steady compass. This surprise is also about timing. There were moments in your past when similar opportunities would have overwhelmed you. You were not ready then, even if you thought you were. I waited until your character caught up with your desire. Now you are stronger, calmer, and more discerning. I am teaching you that blessings do not always arrive with noise. Sometimes they walk in quietly and simply change everything. Pay attention to the small shifts in your thoughts and emotions after this encounter. You will notice a renewed sense of possibility rising within you. That inner renewal is just as important as the external event. The enemy attempted to convince you that your story would always follow the same disappointing pattern. He wanted you to expect failure so that you would not even try. But I am breaking that cycle in subtle yet powerful ways. This moment will mark a clear difference between your past and your present. You are not stuck in repetition. You are moving forward. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. If you believe that I am leading you into a healthier and brighter season, write 999 inches the comments as a declaration of hope. Let that simple act represent your agreement with my direction. You are not walking blindly into this change. I am guiding each step with care. There may also be an element of reconciliation in what is coming. A misunderstanding could be cleared, or an old tension may finally dissolve. I have been softening hearts quietly so that healing can occur without conflict. What once felt heavy between you and another person can begin to lighten. This restoration will free emotional space within you. I want you to guard your expectations carefully. Receive the blessing without turning it into pressure. Do not assume that everything must be perfect immediately. Growth still takes time, even when it begins with a powerful moment. Trust the process I am unfolding rather than trying to control it. You have grown more patient through your trials. That patience will now serve you well. Instead of rushing ahead, you will find yourself moving thoughtfully. That maturity is evidence of how far you have come. I am proud of the quiet strength you have developed. As the surprise integrates into your life, you will notice subtle confirmations along the way. A second conversation may affirm the first. A new opportunity may expand what initially seemed small. I am layering encouragement so that your faith remains steady. Each layer builds upon the last. There will be voices around you that do not fully understand what is happening. Some may question it or minimize it. Do not allow their confusion to weaken your confidence. I gave this moment to you, not to them. Their perspective does not define your calling. Remember to stay humble as this unfolds. Gratitude keeps your heart open and receptive. When you pause to thank me sincerely, you strengthen the connection between us. Comment 222 to affirm your trust in my ongoing guidance. Let that response reflect your willingness to stay aligned with me. You are also being prepared for greater responsibility. This surprise is a stepping stone, not a final reward. It signals that you are ready to carry more influence and more impact. I would not entrust you with this shift if you were not capable. Believe that I see strengths in you that you sometimes overlook. In the days ahead, you will begin to feel lighter. The tension that once pressed on your shoulders will ease. I am lifting burdens you carried longer than necessary. The encouragement coming through this interaction will act as a reminder that you are supported. You may also sense new ideas forming in your mind. Inspiration often follows affirmation. When someone recognizes your value, creativity begins to rise. I am stirring that creativity because it connects to your next assignment. Pay attention to those ideas and nurture them gently. Do not fear losing this blessing. Fear can sabotage what faith builds. I am not giving you something only to snatch it away. Walk confidently, knowing that what is from me is sustained by my strength. You are not holding this together alone. As this chapter continues, you will see that the surprise was only the beginning. It opened a door to deeper connection, clearer direction, and renewed courage. I am guiding you into a season where hope feels tangible again. What is unfolding now is shaping more than your circumstances. It is reshaping the way you see yourself and the way you expect life to respond to you. For too long, you braced yourself for disappointment before anything even happened. You learned to lower your hopes so that pain would not cut as deeply. I am gently undoing that habit and teaching you to expect goodness without fear. The surprise I spoke of is not just a single event, it is a doorway into a new mindset. When someone reaches out, offers support, speaks truth, or extends opportunity, it interrupts the narrative that told you nothing would ever change. That interruption is intentional. I am breaking agreement with every lie that tried to define your future by your past. You may feel vulnerable as this unfolds. Goodness can feel unfamiliar after seasons of struggle. Part of you may wonder if it is real or if it will fade quickly. I am asking you not to retreat into self-protection. Allow yourself to receive without constantly preparing for loss. There was a time when you would have sabotaged something like this out of fear. You might have dismissed it, delayed responding, or convinced yourself you were not worthy. But you are not the same person you were back then. You have grown through fire and disappointment. That growth has made you steadier and wiser. This is why the timing matters. I waited until your confidence was rooted deeper than your insecurity. I waited until your discernment was stronger than your desperation. Now you can recognize what is healthy and aligned. You are able to receive without clinging. The person connected to this surprise may not even realize the depth of what they are participating in. To them, it may feel like a simple decision or a small act of kindness. But I am using their obedience to answer something you whispered to me in private. I remember the quiet prayers you thought were too small to matter. None of them were overlooked. You are also learning that my provision is not limited to finances or material things. Sometimes the greatest surprise is emotional restoration. Sometimes it is clarity after confusion. Sometimes it is someone finally seeing your value and saying it out loud. These moments heal parts of you that money never could. If you believe that I am restoring areas that once felt broken, write 15 inches the comments as a sign of agreement. Let that simple response reflect your willingness to embrace restoration. I am not revisiting your pain to reopen it. I am touching it to complete the healing. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. As this shift continues, you will notice that your reactions are different. Where you once reacted from fear, you now respond from steadiness. Where you once doubted immediately, you now pause and listen. That pause is growth. It shows that your trust in me has matured. I am also aligning you with healthier connections. The surprise is not isolated from your relationships. It may strengthen a bond that was strained or introduce you to someone who understands you in a way others did not. Healthy alignment feels calm, not chaotic. Pay attention to that calmness. You are not being led into confusion. You are being led into clarity. Clarity often feels simple, even quiet. It does not shout for attention. It simply makes sense in your spirit. That inner confirmation is one of the ways I guide you. There were seasons when you begged for immediate answers. You wanted me to move quickly and dramatically. I chose instead to move deeply and steadily. Now you are beginning to see why. What I am building in you is not temporary excitement, but lasting strength. The surprise will also challenge you to step into greater responsibility. With affirmation comes expectation. When someone recognizes your potential, it calls you to live up to it. Do not shrink back from that challenge. I would not allow this recognition if you were not ready to grow into it. There may be moments when doubt tries to resurface. Old memories can whisper that good things never last. When that happens, return to the peace you felt when this first unfolded. That peace is your anchor. Comment 1717 to declare your faith in what I am establishing. You are not alone in this process. I am walking beside you through every conversation and every decision. When you feel unsure, pause and invite my guidance. I am near, even in ordinary moments. I am not distant or distracted. This is also a reminder that I work through people. I do not always part seas or shake mountains to bless you. Often I stir hearts and arrange meetings. I use everyday interactions to carry extraordinary impact. The natural becomes the vessel for the supernatural. As you move forward, protect your gratitude. Gratitude keeps you aware that this is a gift, not an entitlement. It softens your heart and keeps you humble. A humble heart can carry greater blessing without collapsing under pride. You may notice a new courage rising inside you. The courage to apply, to speak, to reach out, to say yes. That courage is evidence that hope is returning. Hope gives you energy to move where fear once froze you. I am breathing life into that hope. Do not rush ahead trying to control every detail. Trust that I will continue guiding you as each new layer unfolds. The surprise was only the beginning of a broader alignment. More clarity will follow. More confirmation will come. You are stepping into a season where you no longer question whether you matter. You are beginning to understand that you were always seen. This shift in self-perception is powerful. It will influence every area of your life. You are beginning to sense that something inside you is settling. The constant tension that once followed you is loosening its grip. I am not only changing what happens around you, I am changing what happens within you. The surprise I promised is unfolding in layers, and each layer is restoring a different part of your confidence. You are not the same person you were even a short time ago. There was a time when you questioned whether your life would ever shift in a meaningful way. You became accustomed to small disappointments and quiet setbacks. You learned how to survive, but you were not sure how to expect joy. I am teaching you again how to expect good things without bracing for pain. This is part of your healing. The person involved in this unfolding may not have perfect understanding of your journey. They do not need to know every detail of your past to be used in your present. I can work through limited understanding to accomplish unlimited purpose. What matters is that their heart was open when I prompted them. Their obedience has created space for your encouragement. You may notice that this interaction awakens a deeper sense of direction. Where you once felt scattered, you begin to feel focused. Where you once doubted your path, you begin to see alignment. I am clearing mental fog that lingered longer than necessary. Clarity is a gift, and you are stepping into it. This is not about creating excitement that fades by tomorrow. I am establishing stability that lasts beyond the first impression. The surprise is a seed planted in prepared soil. Because your heart has been softened by trials, it is ready to receive growth. That growth will not be rushed, but it will be steady. If you believe that I am building something lasting in your life, write 1919 inches the comments as a declaration of steady faith. Let that act reflect your agreement with my long-term plan. You are not living in random moments. You are walking through intentional design. There may also be an unexpected peace that accompanies this shift. You might have expected loud celebration or overwhelming emotion. Instead, you feel calm assurance. That calmness is my signature. I often confirm my work through peace rather than pressure. You have learned through pain how to guard your heart carefully. That caution protected you when necessary. Now I am teaching you when it is safe to open again. Discernment does not mean constant defense. It means knowing when to receive without fear. The surprise is also revealing your resilience. You are handling this new development with more balance than you would have in the past. You are not overreacting or underestimating it. You are simply receiving it with thoughtful awareness. That maturity shows how much you have grown. In the coming days, you may notice doors gently opening that were previously locked. Conversations will flow more easily. Opportunities will present themselves with less resistance. I am smoothing paths that once felt rough. This does not mean challenges disappear, but it does mean progress becomes clearer. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are being repositioned. What once felt like delay was often protection. What once felt like silence was preparation. I was strengthening your foundation before adding new layers. Now those layers are being placed carefully. There may be moments when gratitude overwhelms you quietly. Allow yourself to feel it. Gratitude anchors blessing in humility. It reminds you that you are supported by something greater than circumstance. The enemy may try one last attempt to whisper doubt. He may suggest that this change will not last, or that you will somehow ruin it. Reject that voice firmly. You are not walking into this alone, and you are not incapable of sustaining it. I am with you in every step. As this chapter unfolds, you will begin to see patterns breaking. Cycles that once repeated will lose their power. You are not destined to relive old disappointments. You are stepping into new rhythms guided by my wisdom. You might also sense a renewed desire to dream again. Dreams you buried out of fear may resurface gently. I am reviving what you set aside when hope felt risky. Now, hope is becoming strength instead of vulnerability. Guard your inner dialogue carefully. Speak to yourself with the same grace I extend to you. Do not allow old self-criticism to return. You are worthy of the growth unfolding. The surprise was never meant to stand alone. It is connected to a broader unfolding of purpose. What begins as encouragement evolves into direction. What begins as recognition evolves into responsibility. I trust you with this because you are ready. There will be new decisions to make as clarity increases. Approach them calmly. Seek my guidance rather than acting from impulse. I will continue directing you as long as you remain attentive. You are stepping into a season where peace becomes your normal state rather than a rare moment. That peace does not mean absence of challenge. It means presence of assurance. You will carry steadiness even when circumstances fluctuate. Stay close to me as this unfolds further. Continue nurturing your trust through prayer and reflection. What I am building in you is stronger than any temporary situation. This is not a fleeting surprise. It is the beginning of a sustained transformation. You are now standing in the middle of a transition that once felt distant and almost impossible. The surprise I spoke about was never meant to be a single moment of excitement. It was meant to mark a turning point in how you see your life and how you see me working within it. What began as something unexpected is slowly becoming something foundational. You are not simply reacting to an event, you are stepping into alignment. There was a time when you believed that breakthroughs only happened for others. You watched people receive opportunities, restoration and recognition while you waited quietly in the background. That waiting shaped you in ways you did not understand at the time. It built patience, humility, and depth. Now you are beginning to see that your waiting was not wasted. The person who brought this surprise into your life is part of a greater network I am forming around you. I am building support in places where you once felt alone. This does not mean you will never face solitude again, but it does mean you are not isolated as you once feared. I am surrounding you with reminders that you matter and that your journey is seen. You may feel a quiet shift in your confidence. It is not loud or boastful. It is calm and steady. That steadiness is a sign that you are trusting me more deeply than before. You are no longer desperate for validation because you are beginning to believe what I say about you. If you sense that your confidence is being rebuilt from the inside out, write 333 inches the comments as a declaration of renewed strength. Let that simple act represent your agreement with the growth taking place within you. You are not fragile as you once felt. You are becoming grounded. This unfolding is also teaching you about timing. You once pushed doors that would not open. You once tried to hurry seasons that were not ready. Now you are learning to move with discernment rather than pressure. That wisdom will protect you as greater opportunities arise. The surprise was not meant to inflate your ego, but to confirm your direction. It is a sign that you are walking in alignment with purpose. When someone acknowledges your value or offers support, it is not random praise. It is confirmation that the path you are on has meaning. You have grown through disappointment in ways that strengthened your character. That growth prepared you to handle this blessing responsibly. You are not receiving this as a reckless impulse. You are receiving it with gratitude and awareness. That balance will keep you steady. There may still be moments when uncertainty tries to creep back in. Old habits of doubt do not disappear overnight. When that happens, return to the peace you felt when this first unfolded. That peace was not imagined. It was my reassurance. You are also discovering that I work quietly behind scenes you never witness. Conversations happened about you that you never heard. Decisions were influenced in ways you could not trace. I orchestrate details without announcing them. This is how I protect both you and the process. As you move forward, you may notice that new ideas begin forming more clearly. You will feel drawn towards steps that once seemed intimidating. This clarity is part of the surprise as well. I am awakening courage that had been buried under hesitation. Do not allow fear of losing this blessing to overshadow enjoying it. Fear steals joy from present moments. Trust that what is from me is sustained by my hand. You are not holding this together alone. I am your foundation. There is also a lesson here about identity. You are not defined by the mistakes that once haunted you. You are not defined by rejection or silence. You are defined by my love and purpose over your life. The surprise simply highlighted what was always true. Comment 666 to declare your trust in my continued guidance. Let that act symbolize your willingness to keep walking with me through every unfolding layer. You are not just celebrating a moment. You are embracing a new rhythm. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This new rhythm includes healthier boundaries and clearer vision. You are learning when to say yes and when to pause. You are no longer chasing approval, you are responding to alignment. You may also notice that others begin to treat you differently. Confidence shifts how you carry yourself. When you believe you are valued, you present yourself differently. This shift is subtle but powerful. Remember that growth does not eliminate challenges entirely. You will still face moments that test your patience. The difference now is that you approach them with steadiness instead of panic. That steadiness is evidence of maturity. The surprise was a catalyst. It sparked awareness that change is possible. It reminded you that you are not stuck. It showed you that I am attentive even to small details of your life. In the days ahead, continue nurturing your trust. Spend quiet time reflecting on what has changed inside you. Recognize the resilience that carried you here. Celebrate progress without arrogance. You are walking into a season where peace becomes your anchor. That peace will guide decisions and guard your heart. It will help you discern what aligns and what distracts. I am not finished shaping your path. The unfolding continues beyond what you currently see. Stay open, stay attentive, and stay humble. What began as an unexpected blessing is becoming a sustained transformation. You are beginning to understand that this was never about a single hour or a single interaction. It was about awakening you to the reality that I am active in your life in ways you often overlook. The surprise was the spark, but the fire I am building is much deeper. I am restoring your expectation of good. I am rebuilding your belief that change is not only possible, but already in motion. For a long time, you trained yourself not to expect too much. You learned to survive disappointment by lowering your anticipation. That survival strategy protected you when you were fragile. But you are no longer in that fragile place. I am strengthening you so that you can hope again without fear of breaking. The person who stepped forward, or the opportunity that appeared, was a signal. It was a reminder that I can move through ordinary channels to bring extraordinary impact. You do not need dramatic signs to prove that I am with you. You need awareness. When your awareness sharpens, you begin to see my fingerprints everywhere. You may notice that your prayers feel different now. They are less desperate and more confident. Instead of pleading from fear, you are speaking from trust. That shift matters. It shows that you are beginning to understand my character more deeply. This season is teaching you to recognize alignment. Not everything that looks good is meant for you, but what I bring carries peace. When something is from me, it does not require you to betray your values or rush beyond wisdom. It fits your spirit rather than fighting it. If you believe that I am teaching you to discern wisely, write 8 8 inches the comments, as a sign of your trust in my guidance. Let that simple act represent your agreement to follow peace instead of pressure. You are learning to move with confidence instead of urgency. The surprise also revealed something about your resilience. You did not crumble when change appeared. You did not panic when opportunity knocked. You responded with thoughtful calm. That response shows growth that you might not have noticed in yourself. There were seasons when you would have overthought every detail. You would have searched for hidden problems and imagined worst-case outcomes. Now you pause, reflect, and move forward steadily. That steadiness is a gift. It is evidence that your faith has matured. You are also becoming more comfortable with being seen. In the past, recognition made you uneasy because you were unsure of your worth. Now you are beginning to accept acknowledgement without shrinking. This acceptance does not make you arrogant, it makes you secure. I am guiding you into healthier patterns. Where you once chased approval, you now seek alignment. Where you once feared rejection, you now trust direction. These internal shifts are greater than any external event. The surprise was confirmation, but the transformation is ongoing. I am reshaping how you interpret silence, delay, and progress. Not every quiet season means abandonment. Not every slow moment means failure. You are learning to trust the process instead of demanding constant evidence. There may still be days when doubt tries to whisper. That is part of being human. When that happens, return to gratitude. Gratitude anchors your heart in reality. It reminds you of what has already changed. You are not at the mercy of your past anymore. Patterns that once controlled you are losing influence. You are responding with wisdom instead of reacting from old wounds. This is growth that no one can take from you. As this season continues, you may feel drawn toward new goals. Dreams that once felt unrealistic may begin to look possible. That possibility is not fantasy, it is the result of renewed belief. I want you to understand that I am not finished surprising you. The initial shift was just the beginning. More clarity, more alignment, and more opportunity will unfold in time. But you will be ready for them because you are changing from the inside. Comment 444 to declare your faith in what I am still preparing. Let that act represent your willingness to stay open to future blessings. You are not closing your heart anymore. You are learning to receive with balance. There will be moments when patience is still required. Not everything will happen instantly, but now you wait with expectation instead of despair. That difference transforms waiting from suffering into preparation. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are also becoming more aware of my presence in ordinary details. A conversation, a thought, a gentle nudge in your spirit. I speak in ways that do not always draw attention, but they carry clarity. As you continue forward, protect your peace intentionally. Avoid situations that disturb the stability I am building. You are responsible for guarding what I help you grow. You are no longer questioning whether you matter. You are beginning to walk like someone who knows they are chosen and supported. That confidence changes how you approach every area of your life. Remember that this unfolding is about more than personal comfort. I am shaping you to influence others positively. The stability you gain will allow you to support those who are still where you once were. Stand firm in the knowledge that I am consistent. I do not tease you with hope, only to withdraw it. I build slowly and sustain carefully. You are in a season of strengthening, not instability. Stay close to me as the story continues. Reflect on how far you have come. Notice the growth in your thoughts, your reactions, and your expectations. The surprise opened your eyes, but the transformation is what will carry you forward. You are now moving beyond the initial wave of emotion and into understanding. What once felt like a sudden shift is becoming part of your normal rhythm. This is how real transformation works. It does not shout forever, but it settles into your bones and steadies your steps. I am not giving you a passing thrill. I am anchoring you in lasting confidence. The surprise was never meant to distract you. It was meant to awaken you. I needed you to see that movement is possible even after long seasons of waiting. You had begun to accept stagnation as permanent. I gently interrupted that belief with something tangible and undeniable. Now you are rethinking what is possible for your future. You may be noticing that your conversations sound different. You speak with more assurance. You carry yourself with quiet strength. That shift is not accidental. When your heart feels supported, your posture changes naturally. You are no longer shrinking to fit into spaces that underestimated you. There were moments in your past when you felt invisible. You wondered if your efforts mattered or if anyone truly saw the weight you were carrying. I saw every detail. The recognition that is beginning to reach you now is not delayed justice. It is aligned timing. As this alignment continues, you are also becoming more careful with your energy. You are learning not to give your focus to voices that drain you. The surprise helped you realize that healthy connection feels calm, not chaotic. That awareness will protect you from returning to old patterns. If you believe that I am teaching you to value your peace, write 1313 in the comments as a declaration of agreement. Let that response represent your commitment to guard the stability I am building. Peace is not weakness. It is strength under control. You are also seeing that growth often feels unfamiliar at first. Stability can feel strange when you are used to tension. Encouragement can feel uncomfortable when you are used to criticism. But do not confuse unfamiliar with unsafe. I am stretching your comfort zone so that you can live more fully. The person or opportunity connected to this unfolding is not the final answer to every need in your life. They are part of a greater design. I work through layers. I connect pieces over time. What seems like a single event is often the beginning of a chain of alignment. You are stepping into a mindset that no longer assumes loss before it happens. That shift alone changes your future. Expectation shapes experience. When you expect failure, you move cautiously and miss opportunities. When you expect alignment, you move thoughtfully and recognize doors. There may still be small tests ahead, moments where you must choose faith over fear. These tests are not punishments. They are confirmations that you are growing. Each time you respond with calm trust, you strengthen the foundation beneath you. You are also becoming aware that I do not waste your pain. The lessons from your hardest seasons are now serving you. They help you discern, respond wisely, and avoid repeating harmful cycles. Your past struggles were not meaningless. They prepared you for this steadier chapter. The surprise showed you that I can move through people. I can stir hearts. I can shift conversations. You do not have to control everything to see progress. Sometimes your role is simply to stay open and attentive. Comment 1414 to declare your faith in the continued unfolding of my plan. Let that act symbolize your willingness to trust beyond what you currently see. You are not standing at the end of the story. You are in the middle of a larger transformation. As this season develops, you may feel called to step into greater responsibility. Perhaps you will speak up more confidently. Perhaps you will pursue an idea you once hesitated to explore. That courage is not reckless. It is rooted in renewed belief. You are no longer begging for validation. You are walking in quiet assurance. That assurance changes how others respond to you. Confidence invites respect. Remember that I am not finished shaping your character. Growth continues even when things are going well. Stay humble. Stay teachable. Gratitude will keep your heart soft and receptive. There will be new opportunities to practice trust. Not everything will be perfectly smooth, but now you know that challenges do not cancel alignment. They refine it. You are becoming more emotionally stable. Where you once reacted quickly, you now pause and reflect. That pause is power. It keeps you from making decisions driven by fear. I am also expanding your vision. You are beginning to think beyond immediate needs and consider long-term purpose. The surprise opened your eyes to possibility. Now I am broadening your horizon. Stay grounded in prayer and reflection. Keep returning to the peace that marked the beginning of this shift. That peace is your compass. You are walking into a season where your inner world feels stronger than external chaos. That strength will carry you through future changes. You are not fragile anymore. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Trust that I am still arranging details you cannot see. Just because the first surprise has unfolded does not mean the movement has stopped. I am always working behind scenes you do not witness. Walk forward with steadiness. Protect your peace. Nurture your gratitude. Remain attentive to my guidance. What began as an unexpected blessing is now becoming part of your identity. You are someone who trusts. You are someone who grows. You are someone who moves forward with courage.